For 2019, Martin Guitars created exactly 50 of these OMCE Blaze guitar models. Limited edition from the custom shop. This is one of those 50 and we're going to check it out today. Stay tuned. Hello Internet, this is Chris McKee with Alamo Music Center in San Antonio, Texas. You can find us online at alamomusic.com. Today we're going to be doing a review of this, one of 50 Martin limited edition custom shop guitars. This is the OMCE Blaze. It was showcased at the Winter NAMM show. It was basically allowed to be purchased by dealers like ourselves through a lottery. So what that means, if you don't know, is everyone who wants to get it throws their name in a hat, and if you're lucky, your name gets chosen. You're able to purchase some of these fine instruments and make them available to your customers, fine people like you. And then you guys get to purchase said instrument. Now, when they do a limited number, they really mean that. This guitar was limited to exactly 50, and it is available in this beautiful blaze burst finish. So we're going to talk a little bit about the specs, play it for you, and talk about what the unique tone out of this instrument is, because if you are a Martin guitar fan, or maybe if you're not, this is a very unique guitar for Martin. So first of all, it's an OMC. That means it is an OM with a cutaway. It is made in the custom shop. This is not a standard line instrument. And if you're not familiar, custom shop exists within the Martin Guitar Factory in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. It is its own section of the factory where artisans are building guitars, hand carving necks and hand carving the bracing on these fine instruments. They make fantastic instruments and pieces of art. So this OMC body features a long scale. That's what basically separates it from a triple O. So it's a triple O body, right? OM triple O size with a 25.5-inch scale. The top is premium sitka spruce with a mahogany burst on it. It features 1/4-inch scalloped sitka spruce bracing, hide glue on there. And then the back and sides is what's really unique for a Martin guitar. It is beautiful quilted maple. So quilted maple, or maple really of any kind, is often not seen on any instrument that Martin produces in their standard lineup. You only get it on a very limited edition or if you order something from the custom shop. But Martin's treatment of maple on this guitar really illustrates why maple is such a fantastic tone wood for flat top acoustic guitars. Now you have an ebony fingerboard and bridge. It features the Fishman Aura VT pickup system, so it is ready to go, plugged in, and you can perform on stage with it. It has a modified abalone snowflake inlay. It has a modified low oval profile with high performance taper and a 1 3/4-inch nut width, which is kind of what we've been seeing throughout Martin's lineup, right? The most common or increasingly common and most comfortable and popular neck shape that Martin offers. 1 3/4-inch bone nut. And then up here on the headstock is really pretty. It features their abalone script inlay. And then of course open back Grover tuners on the back of it. The whole body is bound in maple to complement the burst maple. And the burst on the back is beautiful blaze. That's what they're calling this. Now, according to Martin, the artisans in the custom shop were inspired by some of the designs that you see in the electric guitar world. So think of the finishes, the bursts that you might see on a Les Paul or something from PRS. That's really kind of what got their creative juices flowing. So what they wanted to produce was an acoustic guitar that played quickly, had a real fast feel to it, had wonderful looks, and had a beautiful tonal response. So what kind of tone can you expect to get from this limited guitar? So maple and spruce is going to give you a lot of dynamic range, but with a very even tonal response. So it doesn't have the compression that you would hear on like a hardwood topped instrument, because we've talked about compression with acoustic guitars when it comes to something that's all mahogany or all koa. It doesn't have that. You have a lot of dynamic range from that spruce top. Being that it's an OM body, it's not going to be as loud as a dreadnought, but it's going to respond very immediately with a light touch. The maple really gives you a very even tonal response. There's not too much bass, there's not too much mid, there's not too much treble. It's very even across the spectrum. And that is particularly nice when you play this, because what it does is it allows you to play with nuance, and you're not fighting the guitar in any way. The guitar is responding to you as the player. If you want more bass and you emphasize the bass is emphasized. You're not fighting the treble or anything like that. And then when you want to dig in, it's going to bloom, and when you want to back off, it's going to follow suit. The bass response on this is actually really neat because there's kind of this envelope that takes place in the resonance of the guitar as you play it, and it just kind of sits and nestles there, and it's really nice for the person playing the instrument. So that's what you can expect tonally from this instrument. We are going to attempt through the power of YouTube to demonstrate that for you. So if you're laying in bed watching this on your iPhone right now at 2 in the morning, put on some headphones and hopefully you'll be able to experience the wonderful sound that this guitar has. Check it out. So there you have it, the 2019 limited custom shop Martin OMC Blaze. Limited to a number of 50. This is one of those 50. If you'd be interested in this guitar, you can go to our website, alamomusic.com. I'll also put a link directly to it below so you can see all of the beautiful photos of this guitar that we have put up for you. And you'll see all the specs there as well. If you're interested in owning an instrument like this, please don't hesitate to give us a call. We've got this one. There are others out there. I know some retailers have already sold out of them. So, and you know what? If this guitar isn't for you, I hope that you just benefited from the sound of what Martin can do with maple, because I really like maple as a tone wood. Taylor's done a lot with maple. You know, it's common in the orchestral instrument world, and I like to see it become more common in flat top acoustic guitars because of all it has to offer. If you're new here, make sure that you subscribe, turn on notification, and like this video, and we'll keep making them for you. Thanks so much. I'll see you next time.